2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. The Lakers with some momentum in their favor. They like their chances, but this could be a tough game for them. Facing up against a talented roster, they'll have to show that they're the better team. Get ready for some explosive highlights. Kenny, just how incredibly athletic are guys in the modern era?
I mean, we've had our guys with their fair share of athleticism, but could you imagine LeBron James playing in the 60s or the 70s or Giannis? Every decade, the athleticism just gets ratcheted up.
Yeah, but you look back at Michael Jordan and the great Allen Iverson, or even further back to David Thompson and Dr. J.
Yes.
Those guys would still be top athletes in the game if they played today.
Time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
Here's a shot from earlier on. As the Suns arrive at the arena, they're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The view high above our broadcast location tonight, the Staples Center in Los Angeles. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Look at the Clippers. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And when you look at the Lakers, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. Have you seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season?
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next one.
And some of that we know. It can happen with injuries to a star player and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's Howard in at the center position. Bradley against Rubio. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. It's stolen by Bradley. Floats it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Rubio, the pass to Saric. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton finds Oubre. Booker in the corner from outside the arc, and no good that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night.
Well, Anthony Davis, the #1 overall pick back in 2012, a perennial all-star, 6 of his 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans, where he averaged over 20 points per game. He is a superstar and one of the more rare birds in the league at his position to be able to do what he does.
And LeBron throws it down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And here's Booker from the arc. Rebounded by Howard. And Brent, you look at the different ways that Davis can affect the game. What stands out to you most?
Well, really his skill level. There's a lot of talk about how much he's grown as a shooter and playing in the half court. But since he's come into the league, Kevin, the skill that I admire most about AD is what he does in transition. For him to get out on the break, run and be a target, and catch the ball at any position on the floor and know what to do with it, that's an amazing thing for a guy his size.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the point is to score, so getting that first one, that always helps.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Yep, that one goes.
And how about capitalizing there in close? Saric has the touch to take advantage from just about anywhere.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Oh, why, thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rubio against Bradley. Shot clock at 6. And Davis sends it back.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. Oh, great ball movement there.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 10-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Saric.
You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Waiters, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Bradley. And a look at the 2K leaderboard now with the list of centers and power forwards who have been in a great rhythm at the free throw line over the last 10 games. Anthony Davis is second.
Now, that is a very confident group of players at the free throw line. We haven't seen them struggle there as some of their brothers in the big man fraternity have.
Big men making free throws? Who knew? These players are as comfortable at the stripe as they are in any other aspect of the game.
Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA. And the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
He gets it in there.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
McGee finds Waiters. Back to McGee. Tries it from 19. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. With the All-Star game almost here, let's see how the West is shaping up. You take a look at Los Angeles. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And checking out Phoenix, just way behind.
And I think with Phoenix, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweighed the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
There's the pass to Bridges. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's a Kobo. He's guarded by Waiter. Phoenix, no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Davis. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Kuzma finds Davis. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Rondo passes to Kuzma. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Kaminsky with the bounce pass. Pass to Carter. Pulls from the top of the key. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, Kuzma's in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. They get it back.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Kaminsky, and the shot goes in. He gets it up, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles, controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Suns trail by 20.
Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Frank Kaminsky. Diallo out there with Bridges. Then there's Carter. And it's a Kobo in at the guard position.
Sneaky quickness allowing Waiters to penetrate through the defense to get the strong finish.
And it's Okobo with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
To the middle, Kaminsky.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. He's been dominant over the last month. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for Anthony Davis. Green, he's checked in for Waiters. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Rubio against Green. Pass to Kaminsky. Lets it fly. Oubre can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The drive by Green. Outside Bradley. On the wing, James. Shoots over Oubre. And it's James missing. Suns trail by 20. From about 19 feet. Oubre good. Oubre's got his first points of the night.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
He gets that one. And that's 12 points for LeBron.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And Rubio kicks to Oubre. And the pass to Ayton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Got a hand on it. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Kuzma. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Green, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard, a physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Lakers leading by 21. From deep, LeBron. Rubio with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Booker against Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Brent, if you were building an offensive system from scratch, what would be your favorite style of play?
I would really tend to lean on 3 guards that could handle the basketball, Kevin. Guys who can initiate plays from all over the floor and really look to find players that are smart about playing off the ball. You've combined 3 of those guys with the skill set, so one has it, and the other 2 are maneuvering around. they're going to cause so much commotion. They're going to cause so many breakdowns defensively within a possession that a multitude of playmaking players, that would be tremendous. And
Tough
all of
to
those
defend,
guys,
right? I mean,
yeah, but all those guys too, Kevin, on top of that, if we talked about their physical nature and stature, I would want guys that are 6'6", 6'7", and long, because when you get back to the other end, you want them to be able to coordinate and take up enough room defensively to cause some problems. But man, 3 guards, 3 long guards, and this is something that Phil Jackson relied on during the years when they won championships in Chicago. He always looked for long guards. Aside from Jordan and Pippen, there was the Ron Harpers of the world that helped accentuate what they could do on the perimeter.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
But there's no way that LeBron James is not going to come in and dictate the tempo of this game. Just keeps his eyes up and drops a nice dime there.
Passes it to Ayton. Bradley against Rubio. Just 5 to shoot. Oubre passes to Saric, and the shot goes in. Saric has got 4 points this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And whether or not he's making shots, you have to love what Kelly Oubre brings on defense.
Yeah, the versatility on the defensive end, maybe to a point, Kevin, where he can guard the 1 through 4 position, has this coaching staff excited.
And Los Angeles with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Green. Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. Carter comes in for Ricky Rubio. Pass to Bridges. Carter looking around. Pass to Saric. McGee with the block. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Now that looked easy. 2 of the easier points for LeBron James in this ball game.
The Sun squad struggling. Booker outside. Saric against Howard. Bridges kicks to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And just lights out in terms of his scoring. Devin Booker's calling card.
Waiters finds McGee. Here's Waiters. LeBron outside. Back to Waiters. It's up a 3. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Waiters. 17 points for LeBron.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bradley against Carter. Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
Chet Diallo, he's checked in for the Suns.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
And the foul on Avery Bradley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Suns have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. Kaminsky, he's checked in for the Suns.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Kicks it to Waiters. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Carter against Bradley. Carter, the pass to Kaminsky. He dishes it to Booker. Over Waiters. Misses off the right iron.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Fast break, the Lakers. Waiters leading the charge. And the dunk by James.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
Now Booker coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Shot to stop the run. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Lakers on top, delivering the blowout. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 23 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken.
And that's a wrap for our halftime.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Howard is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel.
LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. LeBron's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Los Angeles. Bradley against Rubio. And here's Booker from the arc. And Davis pulls it down.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And James throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Sharks looking around. Back to Rubio. And the Suns miss again.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the Lakers making a change here. Rondo's checked in. The defensive rules were different when you played, Brent. For example, the elimination of the hand check.
Hand checking was huge because great defensive guards like a Derek Harper or a Mookie Blaylock could get their forearm on you and basically move you around rather than you trying to get where you want to go. And the other thing, Kevin, that they did was they didn't allow you to have the time in the free throw line. You have a 2.9 before an illegal defense. It used to be a...
Oh, the power on that through.
Unreal. Sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim, that time on display.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And finished off by Oubre.
Oubre just having a sixth sense that time, sniffing out the alley-oop and throwing it in.
Rondo drives in. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in, and Phoenix also making a switch. Okobo's checked in. Kuzma finds Green. Here's Davis. Offline with his three.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Saric dishes to Rubio. Back to Saric. Kicks it out to Rubio. Off target from outside.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Rondo passes to Davis. And here they come. Here's Saric. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Offensive rebound. And the Lakers turn it over again. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Booker.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Right now, Rondo just cutting through there with not much effort, and the speed took over.
Rubio outside, got a piece of it, and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Lakers, number 1.
The beauty of watching this team is seeing the ball move around the court. It doesn't stick. That's why they're at the top of that list.
And here's Green outside. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game. Okobo looking over the floor. Here's Ayton. Count it. Ayton's got 8.
The big man coming with an attacking mindset. That's something for the defense to deal with, and Ayton is dealing.
The drive by Rondo, and he lays it straight in.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Ayton in the high post. Davis is there. Ayton inside. He's guarded by Davis. Clock at 4. And that one's good, Ayton. He's got 10.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
The drive by Rondo, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Saric outside. Here's Ayton. Goes up again. And Davis sends it back.
Phenomenal defense by Anthony Davis to spike that shot back. He'd make a heck of a volleyball player.
JaVale McGee's checked in for James. And a change for the Suns. Kaminsky's checked in. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly. The 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Waiters, he's checked in for Green. And Bradley's subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Davis, and he gets it to go. Davis has got 21.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Okobo. He's guarded by Waiters. Down low. It's stolen by Davis. And Waiters, here we go. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Bridges. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Bridges has got 5.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And the foul on Avery Bradley. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. 1:15 left to play in the 3rd. Diallo finds Kaminsky. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 to shoot. The pass to Bridges. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Bridges has got 5 points in the quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Caldwell-Pope on the wing. Back to Waiters. Kicks to McGee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
And that 82% free throw percentage this season must have him feeling pretty good about himself at the line.
And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Carter dishes to Kaminsky. Passes to Diallo. Looking for Carter. He gets it there.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Howard finds Caldwell-Pope. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Just a pest on the defensive end. Bradley just buzzing around right now and uses a great angle with his body to disrupt the shooter.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the court for the Suns, Caruch is out there with Johnson. Then there's Carter. Then it's Sheck Diallo. And it's Jerome in at the 1. You know, Brent, something other major sports do, reseeding during the playoffs. So the highest seeds always will play the lowest seeds. And do you think the NBA should go down that road?
I think the consideration will still be there. I think that conversation is going to happen over the course of the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see it changing in that time, Kevin, but it's healthy to continue the dialogue to the point where maybe we do get there.
Mm-hmm. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's his first foul. And Phoenix has possession. On the wing, Johnson. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Caruso. And he banks in the layup.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And here are the Suns now. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Back to Morris. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. Can't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Jerome. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caldwell Pope finds McGee. Caldwell Pope right side over Johnson. Rebound by the Suns. Diallo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson goes in and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory, but it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Suns have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. From 11 feet away, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
He misses the free throw. He hits the 2nd from the line. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Lakers. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. 3 on 3. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
Suns moving the ball around. Well, we have seen some players refuse to speak to the media. For whatever reason, where should that line be drawn?
Well, there is a role and a responsibility, I think, of every player in the league, Kevin, given that it's an entertainment industry and that people have jobs around this league to tell stories, to have access to those players. Now, every player doesn't want to talk or get into certain things, but their availability should be made, and people should have access to them. Look, I don't want to take out the trash every Tuesday, but I understand I got to do it at home. And so players have a responsibility to their franchise to be a voice at times.
I always thought you were terrific with the media.
Well, I appreciate that, Kevin. Maybe that's how I got this job.
And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. The Suns making a switch here. Okobo's checked in.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Here's Jerome. Johnson wide open. He fires. Drops in the tray. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Well, the Suns making a change here as well. Ayton, he's checked in for Cheick Diallo. Here's Jerome. Misses the 3.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
And the 3-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Oh, Ayton in position.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Caldwell Pope kicks to Cook. A lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players, too, that also because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Drills the three-pointer. Caruso's got 9 points here in the second half.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Jerome passes to Johnson. That's tipped. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Oh, good anticipation. KCP reads the play, makes the steal, then quickly gets them out in transition.
And there's the foul. It's on Quinn Cook. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he makes the first. And when it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Pass to Okobo. Johnson for three. No good. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
Their shot blocking turned out to give them a big advantage in this game.
Yeah, excellent defense around the rim there, Kevin. That they were disciplined and focused.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time. And that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Clock at 6. There's the steal, and it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And that quick first step that Caldwell Pope possesses is lethal. Drawing the contact there thanks to his aggressiveness.
And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Here's Jerome. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. He kicks to Johnson. Pass to Karuch. They get it back. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Morris. Cook dishes to Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. And he's good on the three ball.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Morris. Off target. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with your team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend, we have to play for one another, and we have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team, and if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.